Hi, everybody. You're listening to the Oneness Junkie podcast, hosted by me, Lydia Smith, a self-proclaimed Oneness Junkie. Oneness Junkie is a place to be inspired, encouraged, and supported. Learn from the individuals who are working to make the world a better place. Let's meet today's guest. Hi, everyone. It's Lydia here with all my podcast and YouTube channels. I'm creating a special video to introduce you to this lovely legacy here. This is Joy. She's a 17-year-old dachshund. Let me see if I can give you a better view of that cute face. Today, we are saying goodbye to Joy. She had a rough night last night. She is going 3 days now without eating, and we know that this is her time. She has given us great love and great joy, and not just to me, but to everyone who she encountered along her journey. And I just want to make a video honoring her and the love that she is, the love that she's given. It's been a very emotional morning and day, and decisions had to be made because she's not at the place where she's really that comfortable anymore. She's shivering. I leave her in this sweater to keep her warm, but her bodily functions are shutting down. And so today at 4:00, we're heading to the doctor to have her go over the Rainbow Bridge and meet up with my mom and Robin, who my good friend who went there in January, and my dad who left in 2019 right before COVID, and my sister who left in 1991 when I was younger. And I just wanted to let y'all know a quick story about Joy. So when I was 38 years old, I had not had my own dog. I had had dogs in my life, but none that were my responsibility. So I was really trying to determine whether or not I really was ready for a dog. And I asked God for a sign. And so the first sign was okay. It was a magazine at the restaurant that we were at when I was talking with my friend, who later became Joy's godmother. And it was December, and the front of the magazine had a puppy on it, and it said, "Bring the puppy home for Christmas." And I was like, God, that's a good sign, but that's not a big enough sign. And so I told my friend, we kept talking, and I told my friend, I really want a sign that's so obvious that I can't deny it. And so I was really putting God to a challenge. And I said, my middle name is Joy. And I said, I've always wanted to name a dog Joy. So I thought it would be fun to say Joy, Joy, Joy all day long. And so I told my friend I wanted to name my dog Joy, and probably Tuscany as a middle name. So we walked out the restaurant, and there was a little dachshund walking across the street, and a little owner a lady had her little dog on a leash, and it walked right in front of us. And we bent down to pet the dog, and I said, "Oh, your dog's so cute. How old is it?" She said, "Oh, it's 4 months old." And I said, "Oh, I'm looking at a little dachshund that I'm considering getting, and it's in Blessing, Texas." That was actually the first sign that I found a little dog on the internet, but it was in Blessing, Texas, and I'd never heard of Blessing, Texas. So I said, "Okay, God, that's a cool sign, but not a big enough sign. I need a bigger sign than the fact that I got to go to Blessing, Texas to find this dog that's supposed to be perfect for me. I'm really shortening this story because there are other aspects of it, but just for y'all's sake to not have to listen to too much of it. So basically, um, I told the lady I was going to get this particular, consider getting this dog, and she goes, "Oh, you should get it. You should get it." And I thought, okay, that's a sign. That's my third sign, but it still wasn't convincing to me enough. And so we were driving. My friend and I were driving away from the restaurant, and I called the lady who had this dog, and I said, "Hey, we're considering driving out to Blessing, Texas tomorrow. It was a 2.5 hour drive, and we want to come early. Is that okay?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "Okay. Um, now, has your son," I asked this question, "has your son named the dog yet?" And she goes, "I don't know. Let me ask him." And I could hear her yell across the room, "Carson, what did what did you name the little black dog the lady's interested in?" And Carson yells back, "Her name is Joy." And I was like screaming. I was so shocked that the dog that I thought was meant for me was named the same name that I was going to give my dog. And so I was like, I found Joy. I found supposed to be mine. And so I told the lady, I said, "I don't care if she has 2 tails and 6 feet and 2 heads. I'm coming to get that dog. That dog is meant for me." It didn't matter what the dog looked like or acted like. I knew that it was divinely guided to be my dog. And so I just knew. And when we went there, she was so cute. She was with her little brother, who was a dapple, and she was 6 weeks old. And the lady was trying to get her off the porch because they were in a dog cage out on the porch with their mom in the cold weather, and the freezing temperatures were coming. And so she needed me to come pick Joy up. So we drove out there on a Sunday, and it was 2 days before Christmas. And this was in 2007, I believe. So I was curious how long Joy and I would have a life together, and she's made it to 17 last month on November 5th. She turned 17 years old, and I'm so proud of her because she's been basically healthy her whole life. She's never had any weird diabetes or diseases or back problems, which with dachshunds, you pretty much can count on back problems, especially if they jump. One time she had a pulled vertebrae, and we started taking care of that. Like, I put her in harnesses now because that hurts their neck to be on a collar. She wears a collar for her charms, but her rabies tag, but we don't walk her with the collar. We walk her with a harness, and I recommend that for any dog at this point. She got good food, and she got 2 walks a day, and she's been healthy and a happy dog. And I'm so grateful for all that she has given me and the legacy of love and the trail of love that she leaves behind. Last night, I put a post on my personal Facebook page, and all my friends over the years, even people I haven't seen in 15 years, are commenting about their memories of Joy and what a wonderful dog she was when they met her, and how fun their memories and their fond memories are of the cute dog that she has always been. And so I just want to thank you, Joy, for your love and your kindness. And I know that you're in pain and you're ready to go on the other side. And I don't want you to deteriorate to the level of uncomfortableness. And I know you're flinchy. She's very flinchy. She doesn't want to be touched. So Joy has been an amazing dog. I wanted to honor her and tell y'all the story of how amazing she has been and just let y'all wish her a goodbye, a happy goodbye on the other side. And thank you for all that you have given me and all that you are and all that you have been in this lifetime. I'm so grateful for you. And I love your ears. Can y'all see how big those ears are? Let me get a little closer. Look at that face. It's time. Okay, guys. So just wanted to make a little video tribute thanking Joy for her lovely time with me in this lifetime. And I have tons of pictures. I'll be making a video. And that right there is my mom who left us in 2023. And so my mom will be there to receive Joy tonight when she goes to be with her. So y'all pray for me. And thank you for your love and kindness, even though we don't know each other. That's what we're doing today. Talk to you later. Bye. We've reached the end of this episode. If you'd like to continue with this inspirational journey, be sure to subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss out. If you are a self-proclaimed oneness junkie, get yourself a t-shirt and spread the message of oneness in your community. And finally, if you have a story to share or know someone that should be a guest on this podcast, contact us at onenessjunkie.com. See you next time. And remember, when we heal ourselves, we heal the world. Compassion starts with you and me.